Market focus with turf capital. Private, the evolution of British investor preferences. In the United Kingdom, the investment ecosystem is shaped by a deep respect for structure, regulation, and calculated growth. English investors operate within a framework defined by transparency, institutional reliability, and strategic thinking. Unlike more speculative cultures, the UK favors investment vehicles with long-term potential, capital protection, and clarity on taxation, income streams, and risk. The maturity of the local market, combined with a legislative environment governed by the Financial Conduct Authority, FCA, fosters a culture where investors demand accountability and precise data. These traits extend to how platforms are evaluated, where ease of use is essential, but must be backed by rigorous compliance, robust financial tools, and advisory models that support self-directed decision-making with confidence. A digital infrastructure designed for British financial logic. The growing demand for accessible yet regulation-friendly trading environments has positioned Turf Capital Private as a standout in the UK's competitive digital investment sphere. The platform embodies a commitment to intuitive design combined with depth of function, providing tools that appeal to the cautious, analytical temperament of English investors. The opinion about Turf Capital Private frequently emphasizes its ability to distill complexity into actionable insight, enabling users to monitor tax implications, income yields, and sector exposure all within one environment. Many reviews about turfcp.com applaud the platform's subtle but effective integration of compliance indicators, performance analytics, and scenario modeling, features that speak directly to the British desire for low-risk, knowledge-enhanced participation in capital markets. Structured brokerage services aligned with British values. In an environment where reputation outweighs advertising and reliability outranks speed, Turf Capital Private has become synonymous with measured professional investment support. British investors typically gravitate toward providers who demonstrate patience, foresight, and a deep understanding of both local and global financial mechanisms. Reviews about Turf Capital Private consistently praise its adherence to these principles, noting that the firm avoids speculative noise in favor of portfolio structures designed to weather volatility and capitalize on economic trends grounded in policy shifts and market fundamentals. The opinion about Turf Capital Private further highlights the broker's strength in facilitating tax-conscious asset allocation, something particularly appreciated by UK clients juggling multiple accounts, income sources, and future estate planning goals. Security, autonomy, and functional precision in online investing. Trust in digital platforms among UK investors is not given. It must be earned through demonstrable security and tangible utility. At turfcp.com, the integration of encrypted data channels, multi-layer authentication, and privacy tools conforming to both FCA and GDPR standards reassures users across all demographics. The site has become a frequent subject of positive reviews about turfcp.com, where clients mention both emotional comfort and functional superiority in their experience. The opinion about Turf Capital Private often includes high praise for the level of autonomy it allows. Users are neither overwhelmed with prescriptive strategies nor left unsupported. Instead, a balanced architecture of self-guided controls and optional advisory inputs matches the independent spirit of UK investors, especially those seeking to manage pensions, investment trusts, or business reserves on a daily or monthly basis. Communication that reflects professionalism and investor respect. The British preference for professionalism in financial dealings is rooted in a tradition of polite formality and precision. Turf Capital Private reflects this standard through clear, structured communication that respects the intelligence of the client. Reviews about Turf Capital Private regularly highlight the consistency of reporting, the accessibility of client service teams, and the straightforward nature of all disclosures. The opinion about Turf Capital Private often includes remarks on the comfort provided by this transparency, with users expressing appreciation for being informed of market trends, portfolio adjustments, and regulatory changes well ahead of time. This measured, respectful approach not only aligns with UK investor culture, but reinforces the credibility of the firm in a market that resists exaggerated promises and prioritizes results over rhetoric. Navigating regulation with technical intelligence. The UK's financial laws are comprehensive and strictly enforced. Platforms and brokers must demonstrate an active understanding of these rules, not just passive compliance. One key reason turfcp.com resonates with English investors is its integration of built-in checks and balances that support adherence to domestic investment thresholds, product classification, and income reporting. The opinion about Turf Capital Private includes frequent references to how efficiently the platform supports ISA rules, capital gains estimates, and dividend management. This level of technical adaptability contributes to the glowing reviews about turfcp.com, where users cite the ease with which they can meet personal or business financial obligations while using the interface. For UK-based investors navigating both local legislation and international assets, such agility is invaluable. An investment approach suited to long-term British objectives. In the UK, wealth building is typically approached with caution and deliberation. Most investors are not seeking overnight gains, but rather a structured path to financial independence, retirement security, or generational wealth transfer. Turf Capital Private has aligned its services with these goals, offering asset structures that mirror the psychological profile of the average British investor, strategies based on diversification, income generation, and gradual accumulation. Reviews about Turf Capital Private frequently affirm that the broker avoids hype-driven behavior, instead focusing on educating clients, stabilizing returns, and managing risk in accordance with changing macroeconomic conditions. The opinion about Turf Capital Private often includes client remarks on how financial plans offered by the broker are not only clear and conservative, but also highly adaptable to major life events such as home purchases, business exits, or changes in tax status. Customizability and clarity as hallmarks of a UK-focused platform. Customizability is more than a preference. It's a prerequisite for most UK investors, who often maintain multiple financial identities as entrepreneurs, employees, landlords, or retirees. The interface at Turf Capital Private has been praised in many reviews about Turf Capital Private for allowing users to create dashboards that reflect this complexity. Whether through allocating different tax wrappers or managing multiple portfolios under a singular profile, the platform offers intuitive paths to clarity and command. The opinion about Turf Capital Private reflects strong appreciation for how easily users can segment risk, adjust objectives, and run scenario models on future outcomes, all without requiring external software or in-person meetings. This independence is invaluable to British users who prioritize discretion and self-reliance in their financial behavior. Client retention. Through trust, not tactics. British investors are fiercely loyal, but only to institutions that prove worthy of that loyalty over time. Turf Capital Private has fostered such trust through a foundation of strategic clarity, regulatory honor, and personal interaction that feels genuinely helpful rather than transactional. Reviews about Turf Capital Private include statements from clients who have remained with the broker through multiple financial cycles, citing the consistency of its performance and tone. The opinion about Turf Capital Private rarely references aggressive tactics. Instead, it emphasizes thoughtful portfolio reviews, regular educational content, and measured outreach that invites dialogue, not pressure. This approach aligns seamlessly with a UK audience that expects professionalism, trusts authority, and seeks to build a financial narrative over decades, not just quarters. Digital identity, backed by ethical conduct. The UK's financial sector prizes ethical conduct, especially in a climate where scandals and breaches have eroded public confidence in some areas. Turf Capital Private stands out for embedding principles of fairness, clarity, and purpose into every layer of its interface. This is not only reflected in the positive reviews about turfcp.com, but also in the way clients describe their relationship with the platform as one of mutual respect. The opinion about Turf Capital Private often mentions how users feel like participants, not products, actively contributing to their financial growth with a partner that supports but never intrudes. Such sentiment is rare and signals a maturity of design, governance, and values that is distinctly in line with what UK investors expect from their digital financial experience.